Serp would like to know if it's 20 Ace Attorney roulettes today. No, that would be too easy. Compared to Final Fantasy XIV, this game's too easy. We'll have to do 100 per stream. Easy game. Never anything wrong. Yeah, I suppose the game is more like Praetorium, but people disappearing, they absolutely disappear from Castrum. In the first minute. Turnabout Revolution. We had arrived in Khura'in and met somebody who I hate because of their name. Politician. At least it's it is a little bit better than the Khura'in names. So, can I? Oh, that's nice of him to have a see-through thing. Can I look at the birds? No. A thatched roof. First time I've ever seen one in real life. It looks just like the traditional thatched roofs they use in Japan, where we are not, currently. All we need now are some samurai with top knots, a few ninjas, a plate of hamburgers. When was the last time you were in Japan? Using my sub-message to say politician is the worst. I agree. It didn't even need to be said, but thank you for saying it, and thank you for subbing. What? What? I guess it's not interesting. Fine. No need to look at the poster. A phone book. A phone booth. And a bus stop made of wood. They both look really old. You hardly ever see phone booths in the city anymore. Or anywhere. Apollo. What's this glass box for? I guess you hardly see them in Khura'in, too. Politician? Candidate. Even that would be a little bit better. Like, it's Mount Fuji. No. Seeing those mountains really takes me back. I remember when we used to live high in the mountains to escape from the government. So you don't live there anymore? Nope. I needed a more convenient place to lead the revolution from. But that old mountain hut is still there. Man, I miss that hut. What, are you getting homesick, Apollo? You can come back to Khura'in any time, you know? No, I'm fine. Besides, I've got a lot on my plate here. Alright, let's go back to talking to Mr. Stupid. Is this what you ride around in when you're campaigning? That's right. It's perfect for the narrow roads and steep hills here in this village. It has a top speed of 5 miles per hour, but it suffers from serious reliability issues. Namely, these imbeciles tire out too quickly. We'll try harder next time, sir. Poor guys. They're exhausted and covered in sweat. The Attition family has been in politics for generations, even back to the old country. Really? The old country? Which country? My grandfather, Abe Attition. Doesn't work. Doesn't work. Nobody but you works. Dad, you did know I'm a defense attorney, right? That thing that they kill in Khura'in? My grandfather, Abe Attition, was a prominent member of Congress, and he was born right here in Khura'in. There isn't a person here who hasn't heard of him. All I asked about was his palanquin. You must have heard of the Attitians. I'm even reviving our old country campaigning style. Oh, politics aren't really my thing. Trucy? I don't recall ever reading about them at school. Feh, young people today. Bunch of zoomers. You people really need to pay more attention to politics. So, what business did you people have at Dr. Buff's house? He was going to transfer ownership of the Founder's Orb to us. It looks like this. Just a big old bang. Bang on a piece of paper. It's a sacred relic from the kingdom of Kurain. The Founder's Orb? So you tried to get your hands on it, did you? Wait, what do you know about the orb? What can you tell me about the Reapers? I know that it's mine, that's what. How do you figure that? Because I know it's not the Founder's Orb. Its real name is the Crystal of Ami Faye. The Crystal of Ami Faye? That's right. It's been passed down for generations in the Attition family. Until it was stolen, that is. But just when I had zeroed in on the culprit, the doctor hid it away and then kicked the bucket. So you're saying Dr. Buff stole your family heirloom? That's not what Dirk said. Strange. But I've never... No. But I've been told the doctor himself said that he had the Founder's Orb. Yeah, Attition, short for Fae. It's all that weird foreigner's doing. He filled the doctor's head with nonsense. Nonsense like the Crystal of Ami Faye being the Founder's Orb. Weird foreigner? Oh, could he mean... Is this the foreigner you're talking about? Well, they are all weird. That's him.
Take that!
Yes, that's him. I thought so. Now we really have to find Dots. Do you know where this man is now? I imagine he's at the detention center by now. I called the authorities after I found him hiding in my dog's doghouse. He's campaigning on xenophobia. He has potential. What? That buffoon? Well, at least we know where he is now. Let's head over to the detention center and see what he knows about the Founder's Orb. So, you really are after my crystal? No, we're looking for the Founder's Orb, and we have an agreement to prove it. Well, just so you know, you're not going to lay a finger on it. It's mine, and I intend to give it to my benefactor. Your benefactor? Why do we care? My benefactor is ready to support my rise to the pinnacle of the political world. Something, I am asking once again for your financial support. They have immense influence here, you see, and I intend to harness that influence. So you're just going to give your family heirloom away to this person? That's right. It's a purely political decision. And in exchange, your patron will get the people of Kurain to vote for you? Eminent politicians are skilled at leveraging all of their connections. Wait, isn't that illegal? Isn't it illegal to buy votes? Well, good luck with that, I guess. You just wait. Politician will reign supreme someday. I'm out of here. For the game to offer you portraits of every Phoenix Wright character to date. But which one of these people is strange? Hey. Yipes! Oh god, he died. What's he doing under the desk? Foul cogs of the corrupt regime, I've nothing to say to you. It's me, Dirk. Oh, Dirk! You're a sight for sore eyes. I knew you'd come save me. Why didn't he recognize Dirk? The hell? Well, this is another fine mess you've gotten yourself into. My bad, my bad. At least the grub here is pretty good compared to that prison back home. You get 3 squares, plus a place to sleep. Why don't you join me, Dirk? No thanks. They'd just send me back to Kurain, where I'd face immediate execution. He is, if he gets bonked on the head. Yeah, I guess that wouldn't be such a good idea. Looks like he's still the same, too. Long time no see, Dots. Huh? Hey, you look kind of familiar. Apollo? Is it really you, my boy? A to the J, all grown up and whatnot. How have you been? Fine. And you, Dots? You look good, besides the incarceration and all. Those horns, AJ. Horns? They've grown up with you just like a stag's antlers. I can't take it. You really haven't changed a bit. Anyway, there's something we needed to talk to you about. Sure, pull up a chair. Got all the time in the world. Slammer's like my second home. It's really not so bad once you get used to it. He's Apollo's Larry. Kinda, yeah. He's rather laid back for someone in police custody. Take that. Why, AJ, you've become a fine lawyer in your own right. No, I still have a lot to learn. Oh, come on, don't be so hard on yourself. If I ever went to trial, I'd definitely want you at my side. Knowing you, you'd probably skip town before the trial even started. Should we just present this? Will you talk about it? The doc agreed in writing to hand the orb over to me. But he kept stalling, like he didn't trust me or something. That scary mug of yours no doubt frightened him. Look who's talking. Honestly, I think you're both about equally scary looking. Ouch. Dirk and Dutz look like they've been stabbed right in the ego. Dutz, what was the doctor... What? Oh. Dutz, was what the doctor had really the Founder's Orb? Absolutely, positively. The doc was sure of it. Really? Because someone from the village is calling it the Crystal of Ami Fe. He also claims you were filling the doctor's head with lies. That ain't true. The doc said he was sure it was the real deal. All his fancy research confirmed it was the Founder's Orb. So then that politician character was lying. Imagine that, a politician who lies. I bet he wants the orb all to himself. I wonder who's telling the truth. Well, take a look at this. It proves the doc believed he had the Founder's Orb. Let me see that. Orb transfer agreement. I agree to hand over the Founder's Orb to the Defiant Dragons. If I will come to no harm. Signed, Dr. Archie Buff. See, I got it all down in writing. But that's... Why does it say, if I will come to no harm, at the end here? Sounds like he was scared of you. Dats, did you threaten the doctor in any way? No, you got it all wrong. It was the doc's friend. He told the old man us rebels were dangerous. It's his fault the doc thought I might hurt him. Most truest, honestest person I would always trust, and I'm not even under duress. Sounds like the work of that politician. He's really made a mess of things. What have you done now, Dats? Nothing. I'm innocent, I tell you. It all started when this dog-faced cop tried to question me. He looked so funny, I started laughing at him. That's when they came after me. But it was hilarious, I tell you. I mean, a human police dog, how funny is that? Right. So what happened after that? They caught me hiding in a doghouse. Dang Pooch ratted me out. I guess that's what I get for laughing at one of his doggy comrades. Sounds like the dog's got the last laugh. Was that even a joke? Dats, weren't you cleared of those jailbreak charges? And your capture by Lady Kira deemed unlawful? Yeah, but the cops here don't seem to like me anyway. What are the charges this time? Unauthorized entry or something like that. They think I'm an illegal alien. I can't prove otherwise because I lost my passport. Is there any way they'd let you go? Not without my passport. If only I had it. Dirk, AJ, you gotta find my passport. Alright, we'll find it. I de-escalated the situation, as you do, but by mocking him. Alright, we'll find it. More thing to add to our to-do list. Where might Dats' passport be? Oh, about the orb's whereabouts. Maybe the doc's kid knows something. The doctor has a kid? Yeah, a bit of a shut-in, though. Poor thing's own bedroom has become like a self-imposed prison. A shut-in? Sounds like it will be a challenge just to get a conversation going. Time for your questioning. Follow me. It must be lunchtime. Today's fried chicken, if I'm not mistaken. Get your lunch if you behave yourself. AJ, I'll see you guys around. Our only lead now is Dr. Buff's kid. But luring a shut-in out is not going to be easy. I know. No way this is going to result in weird antics in the courtroom? I don't know. This seems like the kind of game where if you're going to have something weird happen, have it happen outside the courtroom where it makes sense, right? Oh, it's you again. Looking for Mr. Wright? He was just here a second ago. Mr. Wright? Wait, he was? What was Daddy doing here? Good question. He said he was looking for something. Did he say anything else? Let me think. Something about how his ride never showed up at the airport. Yes, that was it. I guess Athena really did get lost. But what's Daddy doing all the way out here in the first place? He can't be looking for us since no one told him we'd be here. Courtroom was for weapons and wild conjecture only. Explicitly, no antics. It's against the rules. Well, if you're here to take another look around, be my guest. I have other work to do, so if you'll excuse me. Of course. Thanks, Emma. First and foremost, we better find Datz's passport. We should also have a word with Dr. Buff's child. Hey, is it just me? Or is there something new in here? Is there? Oh, you mean that thing? Yeah, we should take a closer look at it, too. Let's not forget about Datz's passport. It should be around here somewhere. So what is the new... Oh. What's this? A model helicopter? Don't you know anything, Apollo? It's a drone. They're all the rage right now. I bet it belongs to the doctor's kid. We need to ask them about the orb's whereabouts. Yeah, but luring out a shut-in isn't going to be easy. This, I'm sure, makes more... So... Oh, that thing. Remind me which thing that was. So, in Japan, there's a thing called hikikomori. It's a social disorder, you might say, which causes people to want to basically not interact with anyone and just stay at home all the time. Never go outside, never talk to people. We don't really have an American equivalent, so they're just using the word shut-in, although this is very much a very Japanese phenomenon. Drone presence in the court, you think? It looked like it had missiles on it, so it should be allowed. Yes, certainly. I don't think investigating is going to help. That's not going to help. The old show 'em and see what they say tactic. I used to try that whenever I had nothing else to say. Who says I have nothing else to say? Written all over your face. Like you have anything to add right now. Will they let me move somewhere else now that I'm in here? No. Yeah, strange. There doesn't seem to be anything new. Alright, maybe I can't do anything yet. We will instead move to the village. There's a big old rock. There's a big boulder towering into the sky over there. According to the sign, it's called the Karain Boulder. It also says that a spirit dwells within it. A rock with a spirit in it. This is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. It's called animism, the belief that spirits dwell within inanimate objects. They've probably enshrined this boulder as a sacred object. Their tradition of worshipping such objects is similar to our tradition in Karain. Interesting. Who knew dirt could make sense every once in a while? A tiny rectangular collection of painted... you... It's called Animorphs. No. Did it actually let me look at the books again? It doesn't look like it's already checked off, so I don't think... Yeah, no. Yeah, anything that's already got the check mark is not gonna work. Never already looked at all these, and all of these, and all of these, and all of these. Whoops. Oh, and the suitcase isn't I thought the suitcase was gone. That's a suitcase. Maybe his passport's in there. Ah! No good. It's locked tight. We should have asked him for the key. What are we gonna do about Datz's passport? It's probably right there inside his suitcase, but we can't get it open. Why don't I take it over to Dats so he can unlock it? That way, you guys can continue looking for the orb. Good thinking, Trucy. Okay, here I go. Huh? What the? Herg! This thing weighs a ton. Let me try. Jeez, how can a suitcase be so heavy? She did. She said, I can't get through this password. Password protected computer system, even though I can pick locks. It's filled with bricks or something? Knowing Dutz, he probably packed his dumbbells in there. It's certainly much too heavy to lug all the way to the detention center. Here, let me take a crack at that lock. What, are you going to pick it? Are you some sort of lock-picking lawyer? He is. There you go. That was fast. A lock like that is child's play to me. Especially after all the wrongly imprisoned compatriots I've busted out over the years. You sure seen a lot of action for an ex-lawyer. And here we go. Dots' passport. I'll take it over to him. Thanks, Trucy. No problem. Now, you guys enjoy some quality father-son treasure hunting time, okay? See you later. There she goes. Wish she wouldn't make such a big deal out of our little family situation. Father-son time, eh? Been ages since we had a father-son talk, huh, son? Yeah, well over a decade. So, Apollo, how have you been? Oh, fine. I'm fine, I guess. Is that so? Fine, you say? Well, fine is fine by me. Good to hear. Okay. So what do we talk about now? Get down! Hit the dirt, son! Oh! Oh, God! No, no, no! Save it for court. Some mentor roulette this turned out to be. Tank can't even keep aggro on the dang drone. Let's abandon. Speak to me, son. Say something. Ooh. That smarts. You maggots! What do you think you're doing invading buff airspace? It'll be a scorching day in Siberia before you get past me, you yellow-bellied yahoos. Whoa! It can talk? What kind of drone is this anyway? Drone nothing. That's Sergeant Buff to you, soldier. You got that, you lowly grunts? Ow. What the who now? Buff. Sounds like the doctor's son is behind the controls. He's controlling this thing? Apollo, let's play along for now. At least until we can get the information we need out of him. Got it. Sergeant Buff. Sergeant Buff, sir. You forgot to say sir. Ain't you never seen a war movie before? Oh, right. Let me try that again. Sergeant Buff, sir. Better. It has a gun and a mustache. It does, and it is styling it. Better. Much better. Now, state your name, unit, and rank, soldier. Oh, I'm Apollo Justice. I serve at the Wright Anything Agency, and my rank is, fledgling lawyer? Sir. Affirmative, Private Justice. Private? Listen up, diaper baby. Your commanding officer's orders are absolute. Disobedience means a one-way trip to the firing squad. Do I make myself clear? Oh, sir. Yes, sir. Good, good. We might make a man out of you yet, Private. Now for you, Cyclops. Oh, you want my name, unit, and rank too? I'm Dirk Sedmati. I command the rebel group, the Defiant Dragons. My rank is, leader, sir. Excellent. Welcome aboard. Commandeer Dirk? Wait a sec, what's with that ridiculous mop you call a head? Soldiers should be clean cut. Sorry, but this is my signature look. Whoa! Fine, I'll get a haircut before we ship out. Listen up, you. It's kill or be killed out on that battlefield. This is not what I was expecting from a hikikomori. It's kill or be killed out on that battlefield. No place for leave-in conditioners. All you got is your life, and you're lucky to have that. He's oddly obsessed with field survival for someone who never goes outdoors. This is going to be harder than I thought, son. This doesn't look like crippling social anxiety to you? Maybe a little. Are you controlling that drone from your room, sir? Affirmative. But I can see everything you do from here, so... Tin hut, soldiers. Wipe that stupid look off your face. I'm gonna whip you sheltered peaceniks into shape. With what? Your charming personality? Look, it's got a camera and speakers, too. And that's not all, Commandeer. Is it Commandeer? With these arms, I can cook and clean, too. Speaking of which... Private Justice, you're on latrine duty. Snap to it, on the double. As if I don't see enough of the toilet back of the office. With a broom, though. With a broom. That thing's pretty handy. Us Defiant Dragons could use one of those. Yes, it is a fine piece of hardware, isn't it? I modified it specially for siege defense. Siege defense? You mean how you won't leave your room? Holding up in a stronghold to defend against an enemy is an age-old military tactic. A timeless strategy still applicable in modern warfare. I hope you're not trying to mock the wisdom of my forefathers. I meant no offense. It was just an observation. So the greenhorn who ain't even discharged a firearm's got something to say, does he? Sorry. It won't happen again, sir. Or tootin'. State your intentions, soldier. We had an agreement with your father. He had promised to hand over the Founder's Orb to us. What? Papa promised you that? He did. But he died before he could tell us where it's hidden. Now we have no idea where it is. Oh. Papa, why? Why did you have to die? It was an unfortunate accident, and I'm sorry for your loss. If it helps at all, I know how you feel, You insignificant maggot! What would an unseasoned rookie like you know about how I feel? First I lost Mama, and now I've lost Papa. You lost your mother, too? She's been gone for some time now. What a twist it would be if the person controlling the drone was actually Pearls. If it was Pearl Fay in there, but no. Her father was not an archaeologist. He was a... No, Dahlia was her half-sister. So I don't know anything about Pearl's father. She's been gone for some time now. I'm all alone now. All alone. Sergeant Buff, would you tell us a little more about what happened to your mother? Mama passed away about 6 months ago. We were still living in our apartment in the city. What a twist, right? Back then, I had yet to engage my siege defense strategy. In other words, something caused him to withdraw from the world. It was arson. It happened so suddenly. And before we knew it, our apartment was a sea of flames. Sounds familiar. Mama and I were trapped inside. But help never came. So Mama cradled me in her arms. Kicked out a window. And jumped. She did what? She was like a walking, talking medal of valor, my mama was. She delivered me safely to terra firma with a perfectly executed PLF. It's a 5-point landing technique used by paratroopers to land safely on the ground. She sounds like a superhero or something. But from that height, she suffered massive injuries in order to protect me. Arson is like the one thing that it won't defend against. She died so that I could live. I don't know what to say. And the person who started the fire? He was immediately apprehended. They say he was standing outside laughing while the building burned. And saying, "I did it, it was me. I'm the person who started the fire. Look, I'm holding the gasoline and matches." We have to defend him. At least justice was served. I hope that brought you some solace. I've lost both my parents now. You can't possibly know how I feel. Everyone in the world has both parents alive, especially in anime. Poor kid. It's hard losing both your parents at such a young age. The real arsonist was tickling the guy who was laughing. He must feel really alone now. Apollo. I imagine you know what he's going through. I do? The road to recovery begins by talking to someone who suffered the same hardship. I know you have something that shows you understand. Sergeant, sir, would you please look at this? What do we have here? It's a photo of my father. I wasn't even a year old when he died in a fire. What? And like your mother, he died in an arsonist's blaze. But in his final moments, he managed to save his infant son. Private Justice. You've suffered a loss just like mine. I have. And that's why I know how you feel. But you still have your mother, don't you? No, I lost her too. What? She disappeared after the fire. I don't know if she's still alive or dead. Heck, I don't even know what she looks like. Wow. Sergeant Buff, his experience is very much like your own. Is Mr. Justice my mom? If anyone can understand the sadness in your heart, it's him. Dots! Dots of sadness. Attention! And then for some reason, the screen went white. I salute you, Comrade Justice. You are no longer a private in the Buff Army. Henceforth, you will be a corporal. Corporal? Congratulations on your promotion, Corporal Justice. I'm just glad that seemed to cheer him up a bit. Now, comrade, let's toast to your new stripes. And call me Sarge, don't be shy. We're a band of brothers now. Now's our chance, Corporal. Ask me about the Founder's Orb. Dirk's getting way too much of a kick out of this. Booga-boom. Sarge, sir, do you have any idea where the orb might be? It was here in Papa's study until last night. Traditional Japantown hamburgers. I don't know what dorayaki is. It was dorayaki. Maybe. So what is yaki? Because I know teppanyaki is some kind of meat, right? And okonomiyaki is... Okonomiyaki is are the, like, savory potato pancakes. And takoyaki... Wait, so yaki... is yaki just used for anything that's enclosed in another... Okay, anything that's baked or fried in general. Baked or fried food. Okay. But he said he was going to go hide it somewhere. Yeah, wow, I know more yakis than I thought I did. Teppanyaki, okonomiyaki, takoyaki, yakiniku. Stuff in general. They don't use potatoes. Sure they do. I think you went to some kind of like discount fraudulent okonomiyaki stand. They have those. You gotta watch out for them. He mentioned something about a shady character being after it. Where do you think he could have hidden it? Somewhere in the village, I'd guess. He said he'd found a suitable hiding place for it. So it was here last night. That is, until he went out to hide it somewhere in the village. The only question is, where? Maybe he left some clue here in his study. Let's search the place again. I did that already. We should also find out more about Dr. Buff. It might steer us toward the hiding place. So, Sarge, what was your father like? Papa was as kind as Mama was courageous. His whole reason for moving to the countryside was for me. What do you mean? I initiated my siege defense strategy after Mama died. Papa was so worried about me, he moved us here to the countryside. He thought the fresh air, blue skies, and natural surroundings might alter my tactics. What a fine father. He even quit his position at the university to move here. He did. He did. He gave up on his beloved research position, just for me. A parent must be prepared to sacrifice everything for his child. That's what Papa said. Well, I'm feeling about 2 inches tall right now. There's no one in the world I respected more than him, but that just made his passing all the more devastating. Papa, may you continue your beloved research up there with the angels. This computer could provide some useful information. Drat. It's password protected. Dirk, you're good at getting into places you're not supposed to. Don't look at me. I don't know the first thing about computers. Leave it to me. A modern-day warrior must be well-versed in technology and have mean pride. What? After all, he who controls information controls the battlefield. Sun Tzu said that. Anime wallpaper. And I'm in. Looks like modern-day warriors have mean keyboard skills, too. Yeah, it was... Well, he went from not caring at all to being super sad. Well, if you just showed up... I faded. No, you've been here. He... At first, didn't mention it at all, and then all of a sudden we went deep into my parents are dead anime territory, and now he's back to normal-ish. I don't know why I said, oh, of course you were here. You did just sub. Again. What's this? An email message. Now this is interesting. Oh, it's a power-up. From... Shit. What game has a power-up that has that exact icon? I don't know. Legend of Kage? There's some game that has that exact icon. And it's going to kill me. I'm gonna die. What the hell game is it? I don't know. I've deciphered the patterns, but have yet to crack the riddle. The opaque crystal orb is the key. So it's a research report to whoever asked the doctor to study the orb. Here, I put the data on this. Take it and use it well, soldier. Oh wait, we can examine everything again? Not everything. Just some things. Sarge, sir, do you ever read these books? Why, of course. Soldiers must have extensive knowledge as well as fighting prowess. I'm learning all I can each and every day in preparation for the big battle. The big battle? You know, for when I go back to school. I'll need to be up to date on every subject. Stuff like, you know, the latest comics and Hollywood gossip. Oh, I see. What about reading, writing, and arithmetic? Well, I'm reading for you, Sarge. Thanks. I'll try my best. Oh, I clicked on the wrong thing. What's this thing's problem? It's an oop art, an out-of-place artifact. Papa won it in an online auction. An online auction? Yes, he said it's an alien weapon that destroyed an entire ancient civilization. Where do I even start with an explanation like that? Okay, no, I wanted the rock, but I guess the rock is not a thing. It's not a separate thing, anyway. This urn with Ami painted on it looks really old, but I don't think it's going to provide any info we need. Is your room upstairs, Sarge? Yeah, like, I want to... not... Oh, it's from Ninja Gaiden, isn't it? It's gotta... No, wait. Well, that would be Konami, not Capcom. I think? Wait, who made Ninja Gaiden? Or was it from Contra? Contra or Ninja Gaiden or something is the correct answer. Yes, it's the one at the end of the hall. What do you say you come out so we can enjoy a snack together? But... I promise we won't bite. If you insist. Wow, that was easy. Then I'm not going to talk to you anymore. Oh, okay, so it wasn't easy. No, wait! Dirk, you better apologize quick. I'm sorry for pushing. Very well. As long as you don't do it again, I'll let it slide this one time. That's a suitcase. It's full of survival gear and questionable souvenirs. We already got his passport, so we can leave it be for now. It's a raincoat. It's a bit wet. There's fresh mud on it. That must mean someone wore it recently. Indeed, maybe even as recently as last night. Yashichi. So it is used in Mega Man. Mega Man, Ghosts and Goblins. I am almost positive that I was thinking of Gunsmoke. It's right there in my head. Gunsmoke is where you get that power up. Street Fighter 2? What? They're making that up. But no, I was definitely thinking of Gunsmoke. And yeah, when I scrolled down to the bottom of the list, this game was here too. And yeah, I can kind of remember it from 1942. In fact, yeah, maybe I'm remembering it from that more than Gunsmoke, but it was also in Gunsmoke. That's so funny. That as soon as I saw it, I was like, you! I know that if I pick you up, something good will happen. Indeed, maybe even as recently as last night. Sarge, did it rain here last night? Negative. There wasn't a cloud in the sky. Then how did this raincoat get all muddy and wet? When I saw it last evening, it looked pretty clean and dry to me. That means it got like this later at night. Symbol, you mean something. You grant me strength. I just know it. Good eye, son. This may very well turn out to be a vital clue. Present it. Let's take a look at this. Ask you something. Corporal Justice. How does that age you in the battlefield? Down the corner of the battlefield. Good answer. Oh. Okay, good. Okay. Okay, but is there somewhere that we can go now? Probably not. Let's examine a little more. Was there anything else over here? Oh, shoes. There's gonna be muddy shoes, right? It's a shoe cubby. These shoes look like they belong to Sarge and his dad. His boots here are a little damp. Looks like there's something inside this one. Maybe Dr. Buff wore them last night. They might lead us to where he hid the orb. Let's take a closer look. Come on. Something's giving off a soft glow inside this boot, but it's too dark in there to see what it is. What? Can I undo the do? I get a better look on side, and we did these straps. Coolio. Man, glowing moss. It could have come from wherever the doctor went last night. Must have gotten in with some of that mud. Maybe worth looking into. Also, why did he take his shoes off outside to walk through the moss and then put it back in his boot? Alright, so that gives us, like, everything. Can I go out to here and something happens? No. Not at all. The detention center, he's still going to be in questioning. No. Are these the doctors? Yes, those are Papa's reading glasses. He said he'd been having trouble reading lately, but those glasses seem to help. Reading glasses, eh? I'll just hold on to these. Dirk, don't tell me you're having trouble reading too. Perish the thought! I just don't want to leave any stone unturned. Okay, let's go over what we've learned so far. Wherever it was that Dr. Buff went, he needed a raincoat, and it was somewhere where this glowing moss grows. Any ideas where that might be, Sarge? Negative, comrade. I hate to say my intel's a little thin on this one. I've been occupied with my siege defense strategy ever since we moved to the village. Well, son, it seems we have no other choice. We'll have to ask the locals if they know of a place like that. The locals, you say? Ugh. Feels like somebody's watching me, and it's really creeping me out. It's the birds. Are birds the final boss? It's iconoclasts all over again. Oh, it's just politicians' campaign posters. When did he put these up? Whatever. I've got more important things to be paying attention to. What great weather! It really lifts the spirits. I know. After our little treasure hunt, what do you say we go hunting, son? Hunting? We used to do that a lot, didn't we? Just look at that mountain. I bet there's some feisty wild boars up there. I think I'll pass, but thanks. Oh, so hunting's a no-go. Well, I guess that wild boar stew will have to wait then. Apollo, something seems different from the last time we were here. You mean the posters? No, not those. What's he talking about? Guess I should take a look around myself. Oh, an easel. What do we have here? It looks like an unfinished picture. Like something a little kid might paint. You're right. I can't quite tell what it's of. Well, there's the raincoat. I think it's supposed to be nighttime, but what's that thing on the left? A monster or some kind of alien, perhaps? God, you guys are dumb. In any case, it's a pretty poor excuse for a drawing. Well, what did you expect from a little kid? Little kid? Still not legal. Or is she? Who knows? She has not yet appeared. Huh? Oh, it's you, Pearl. Why, Mr. Apollo, is that you? What a pleasant surprise. It's been quite some time. How have you been? Fine, thanks. You're looking good too, Pearl. Aren't you going to introduce me, son? Of course. This is Pearl Fay. She's a spirit medium here in Karain Village. Pearl, this is Dirk, my, client. Hello, sir. Pleased to meet you. Whoever drew this is incompetent and should feel bad. Come now, she used to be only a child. It still counts. It still counts even after you grow up. If there's anything I can do to help, please let me know. Nice to meet you too, and what a polite little girl you are. Actually, I'm a high schooler. Whoops, sorry about that. So you're a spirit medium. Does that mean you can channel spirits then? Yes, I'm still in training though. But I'm well versed in the art of spirit channeling. Well now, isn't that something? I mean, back in my country, our little princess hasn't channeled a single spirit yet. Pretty impressive, young lady. She's doing the pearl thing where she looks between her fingers. Oh, but compared to Mystic Maya, there's so much more I must learn. Mystic Maya? Oh, right, Maya Fey. Mr. Wright's former courtroom assistant. He told me all about her. She's a spirit medium too, if memory serves. Yes, she's an amazing medium, and soon she'll be the next head of the Fey clan too. Mediums and spirit channeling. I've heard all about it from Mr. Wright. He said that mediums will even physically become the person they're channeling. I wonder if even little Pearl would turn into a hulking giant if she had to channel one. Yeah, I guess that's... So wait, hold on. Where does he know Pearl from? Was she in... Was she in the other games? No, I'm trying to remember. I hardly remember Apollo Justice at all. I didn't think she was in any of them. I'm just forgetful, that's all. I hope you don't mind me asking, but what brings you all the way out here, Mr. Apollo? Oh, just a small matter to take care of. Wait, would it happen to be the matter Mr. Edgeworth is looking into? Prosecutor Edgeworth? What's he doing here? Got some Avengers Endgame going on here. Oh, so it's a different matter then. Because I just saw him a moment ago. He appeared to be searching for something. Oh? Mr. Edgeworth is a friend of Mr. Wright's and the district's chief prosecutor. Why would he be here in Khura'in? Well, no point in obsessing over it. Come to think of it, you live here in Khura'in Village, don't you, Pearl? Yes, I was born and raised here. This is perfect, Apollo. Let's ask the young lady if she knows where the doctor might have gone last night. I was thinking the exact same thing. Maybe I should show her what we found in the doctor's study. Where's the thing now? 18. That's a mistake. She doesn't look 18. Dun, 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 dun. Take that. Seeing you present your badge like that reminds me of when I used to investigate cases alongside Mr. Nick. You used to help Mr. Wright all the time, I hear. That I did. Doing so helped me expand my horizons beyond this tiny little village. So please, Mr. Apollo... Every Ace Attorney character decided to hold a reunion in Khura'in and not tell Apollo or Trucy. If there's anything I can help you with, you just let me know. I will. What I'd really like her help with is cleaning the office again. Pearl, do you have any idea where this moss might grow? That looks like Mitama moss. It grows on Mount Mitama and gives off a soft glow in the dark. Mount Mitama. See that mountain over there? That's Mount Mitama. And how would one get there? Go up? You can take a bus from that bus stop over there. May I ask why you're so interested in that moss? Well, Dr. Buff was supposed to give us something, but it seems he hid it somewhere last night. He did? Maybe that's why he, Pearl? Do you know something that might help us? Well, Sounds like I better find out what she knows. Tell me about Crane Village first. Do you see the mountain? Yeah, the mountain. Face the mountain. Go until you're at the mountain. What a peaceful place. Ah, nothing beats mountain air. Many of the villagers have left for the city, but I just love it here. Blue skies, lush forests, star-filled skies at night, and fireflies in the summer. Plus, the big, beautiful blue ocean is just beyond that mountain. The ocean? What do you say we go for a swim, son? Oh, I think I'll pass. Besides, I can't swim, and Japanifornia is actually landlocked. Don't be ridiculous. Pearl, Crane Village is like the home of spirit mediums, right? Yes, and I'm part of a long line of mediums. I just noticed has she always only had one dangly hair thing? Not two? Or zero? I'll have to look. Never seen a channeling before, but is it possible to channel the spirit of anyone who's passed away? No, not just anyone. You must know their face and true name. Really? You can channel a spirit just by knowing their face and name? That's an amazing ability. It is, but it can only be learned by those with a gift occurring in certain bloodlines, and years of intense training. At present, Mystic Maya and I are the only ones in our village who can channel spirits. Looks like spirit mediums are highly valued here, much like they are back in Khura'in. I heard there used to be many more of us a long time ago, but now we are in very short supply. Most of the women nowadays don't want to stay. They want the thrill of the big city. Yeah, well, you guys aren't exactly close to any shopping malls or nightclubs out here. But what about you? Are you not interested in things like that? Who, me? Well, I wouldn't mind a new outfit or two, and, well, oh, never mind. It's okay, Pearl. You're at that age, after all. Oh, we met this weirdo earlier named Paul Attition. Do you know anything about him? Yes, he's been campaigning a lot around here lately, and the noise he's been making has become quite a problem. People are especially upset that he's campaigning at all hours of the night and day. Well, the local police should arrest him for disturbing the peace. Unfortunately, there's little they can do because the Attition family is so powerful. Well, isn't he the proverbial pampered provincial prince? He seems pretty intent on winning here in Khura'in. Is there some special reason why? I'm not sure, but I have an idea. The spirit mediums of Khura'in once held considerable sway in the political world. Judging by his slogan, maybe that's what he's after. Great, so he's just another politician seeking powerful connections. The ability to commune with the dead gives comfort to those anxious about the future. Tiny Khura'in has preserved its independence by the Queen's power of spirit channeling. It must play a similar role in this village. Yes. Even today, many here revere those with spirit medium blood flowing in their veins. So basically, as Paul Attition's benefactor goes, so goes the whole village? Who is this benefactor? Who could hold this much sway over Khura'in Village? I don't know. Pearl. Do you have any idea where Dr. Buff might have gone last night? Well... about that. All I know is Dr. Buff was somewhere on Mount Mitama. My bracelet, it's reacting, which means Pearl is hiding something from me. Do do boop doop 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 doo. Is it gonna be the sweat drop? Oh, I thought she did have a little sweat drop animation during the thing, but I guess that's not it. So there's going to be something that she does different. Oh, I think it was her thumb. Was her thumb moving at the end of the sentence? Yep.
Gotcha!
Pearl, you seem anxious around the topic of Mount Mitama. I could tell because you rub your thumb over a splotch of dried paint. What? I didn't see that. Splotch of dried paint as you said it. Oh, well. Yeah, weird out time loop. Nothing weird about that. Don't judge. No bully. That nighttime painting is yours, isn't it? This is so embarrassing. As you saw, I'm not a very good artist. But that picture has nothing to do with Dr. Buff. I'm not so sure about that. In fact, I'm going to guess that while you were out here painting last night, you actually saw the good doctor heading out to Mount Mitama from the bus stop. No, I didn't see anything like that, I swear. No, I'm positive you saw the doctor. After all, he's right here in your picture.
Take that!
Take it. You think that's the doctor? I may not be a very good artist, but at least I know how to draw a person. Okay, if this isn't a person, then what is it? That's a Funyurimpa. I mean, a rain spirit. Teruterubozu. And what's a rain spirit doing at a bus stop? He's in the rock. It's called Animorphs. And also, yeah, she should paint during the day when she can see what she's drawing. Rain spirits have places to go, too. This is getting ridiculous. Sorry, Pearl, but you're not a very good liar. That is Dr. Buff, and this piece of evidence proves it. I'll shoot you if you don't tell me the truth. Okay, so
Take that!
this is the raincoat we found in the doctor's study. It's still wet and muddy, so we know that someone wore it last night. Now, see how this pattern is the same as the rain spirit in your picture? Ah! You didn't see a rain spirit last night. You saw Dr. Buff wearing this raincoat. I'm sorry. I know I'm not supposed to lie, but... Sorry, Pearl, but spirits don't exist. There's no such thing as spooks. No such thing as spooks. There's no such thing as things. So I do believe in spooks. I do believe in spooks. I do believe in spooks. Sorry I didn't tell you before, Mr. Apollo, but I did see the doctor last night. It's alright. Just please tell me everything you know. Of course. I was painting out here last night. When the doctor came up to the bus stop, he was wearing a raincoat even though it wasn't raining, and a helmet with a light on it. Sounds like he was well prepared for something. I know, that's why I asked him if he was going off exploring again. He looked startled, like he hadn't noticed me there. And then he suddenly said, "Please don't tell anyone you saw me here." Why would he want to silence you like that? Something must have happened to spook him. It was a spook. And he didn't want anyone to know where he was going to hide the orb. But where could he have been going dressed like that? My best guess is a cave somewhere on Mount Mitama. I heard there's a cave there where mediums of the Qur'an tradition went to train long ago. Legend has it there are some sort of mystical ruins in there. Mystical ruins? Sounds like the exact sort of place an archaeologist might go. Well, we should get going now, but thanks for all your help, Pearl. You're welcome, Mr. Apollo. Please, take care. What do you say we go find that cave, son? I sense that the orb might finally be within our grasp. This treasure hunt is shaping up to be the real deal. Really gets the blood pumping, doesn't it? Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go.